заявление президента.
This is your man, right? Today is to hear that we are very unhappy, I am, with Russia. The best missiles, the best of everything. The European nations know that. And you'd call them secondary tariffs, you know what that means. But today one of the reasons that you're here today is to hear that we are very unhappy, I am, with Russia. But we'll discuss that maybe a different day. But we're very, very unhappy with them, and we're going to be doing very severe tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. Tariffs at about 100%. You'd call them secondary tariffs. You know what that means. But today we're going to talk about something else. And as you know, we've spent $350 billion approximately on this war with Russia and Ukraine. And would like to see it end. It wasn't my war, it was Biden's war. It's not my war, I'm trying to get you out of it. And we want to see it end. And I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought we would have had a deal 2 months ago, but it doesn't seem to get there. So based on that, we're going to be doing secondary tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. It's very simple. And they'll be at 100%. And that's the way it is. That can be more simple. It's just the way it is. I hope we don't have to do it. We make the best equipment, the best missiles, the best of everything. The European nations know that. And we've made a deal today, and I'm going to have Mark speak about it, but we've made a deal today where we are going to be sending them weapons and they're going to be paying for them. The United States will not be having any payment made. We're not buying it, but we will manufacture it and they're going to be paying for it. Our last meeting of a month ago was very successful in that they agreed to 5%, which is more than $1 trillion a year, so they have a lot of money. And these are wealthy nations. They have a lot of money, and they want to do it. They feel very strongly about it, and we feel strongly about it, too. But we're in for a lot of money, and we don't want to do it anymore, and we can't. But we make the best, and we're going to be sending the best to NATO, and in some cases to maybe, at Mark's suggestion, if we go to Germany, where they're going to send early on missiles, and they'll be replaced, and NATO is going to take care of it. It's going to be coordinated by NATO, and they're going to work very much with Matt Whitaker, who's right here, who's a great ambassador, and Matt's going to be coordinating. You better do a good job, Matt.
I will.
But Matt's going to coordinate. He's a very talented guy. He's going to coordinate everything.
Заявление президента США весьма серьезное. Решение, которое принимается и...
Все понятно, все слышно.
The statements by the U.S. President are quite serious. Some elements appear to be personally addressed to President Putin. We certainly require time to analyze what was said in Washington. When and if President Putin deems it necessary, he will undoubtedly comment on that. It appears that decisions made in Washington, NATO countries, and directly in Brussels are being interpreted by the Ukrainian side not as signals for peace, but rather as encouragement to continue war. Let me reiterate that we have repeatedly stated at various levels, including the highest, that we expect proposals from Ukraine regarding time to conduct a third round of direct Russian-Ukrainian negotiations. We remain prepared. As of now, we have received no such proposals from the Ukrainian side. As far as we understand, neither Washington, nor Europe, nor NATO have bothered to properly comprehend the realities within Russia's corridors of power. Vladimir Medinsky serves as the president's aide. In our hierarchy, this position ranks above that of a federal minister. That is to say, according to our ranking system, he outranks whoever heads the Ukrainian delegation. If Mr. Ruda means to suggest that a historian can hardly lead a delegation, then perhaps we should recall, if memory serves us right, that Mr. Ruda himself happens to be a historian.
Ну, здесь, наверное, стоит вспомнить, что если мы правильно помним,